Have you ever noticed someone telling a joke and then laughing at it harder than anyone else? Maybe that someone is you. But here's the thing. When people laugh at their own jokes, it actually reveals a lot about their personality and psychology. And trust me, the truth is more surprising than you think. We all know that one friend, the one who can't even finish their own punchline because they're already cracking up. Maybe they're sitting at the dinner table telling a story about the time they spilled soda all over their date at Olive Garden, and before they even reach the end, they're doubled over in laughter. It's easy to think, oh, they just find themselves hilarious. But the psychology behind why some people laugh at their own jokes goes much deeper. Laughing at your own jokes isn't just about humor. It's tied to confidence, emotional intelligence, and even how people connect with others. In fact, researchers have studied this behavior, and what they've found says a lot about human behavior, relationships, and emotions. So in this video, we're going to unpack what it really means when someone laughs at their own jokes. And by the end, you might see your goofy friend, or yourself, in a totally new light. Point 1. It signals confidence. People who laugh at their own jokes are often more confident than they seem. Why? Because laughing first is like saying, hey, I think this is funny and I'm not afraid to show it. Think about it. It takes a little courage to laugh at your own humor before anyone else reacts. You're risking that awkward silence. But instead of holding back, you just roll with it. That's a sign of self-assurance. It's like walking into Chick-fil-A, ordering with a smile and saying, my pleasure, before the cashier does. You're setting the tone. Point 2. They value joy over perfection. Here's the thing. Life doesn't always need to be serious. People who laugh at their own jokes are often wired to chase joy instead of chasing perfection. You know those folks who can make a mistake, like mispronouncing quesadilla at Chipotle, and then just laugh it off? That's the same energy. They don't get stuck on being flawless. They'd rather enjoy the moment, even if it's silly. Psychologists call this positive effect, the ability to keep a lighthearted mood even when things aren't perfect. And people who laugh at their own jokes, they live in that zone. Point 3, it helps others feel comfortable. Let's be real, humor can be awkward. Ever told a joke and nobody laughed? Painful, right? But when someone laughs at their own joke, it actually takes the pressure off everyone else. It's like they're saying, don't worry if you didn't think it was funny. I already did. This is a social lubricant. Imagine you're at a birthday dinner at Cheesecake Factory, and one guy cracks a corny dad joke, then laughs until he's wiping tears. Even if the joke wasn't funny, everyone else feels more relaxed because laughter is contagious. That S, the magic. People who laugh at their own jokes create an atmosphere where others feel safe to laugh too. Point 4. They're more authentic. One of the most lovable things about people who laugh at their own jokes is how authentic they are. They're not trying to be too cool or fake a perfect reaction. They just let it out. Authenticity is magnetic. It is the same reason people enjoy watching comedians like Kevin Hart. He often laughs at his own punchlines, and we love it because it feels real. When someone shows their joy, even in a silly way, it signals that they're comfortable in their own skin, and that draws people in. Point 5. It reflects emotional intelligence. Laughing at your own jokes can also be a sign of emotional intelligence. People with high emotional intelligence know how to read a room, manage their own feelings, and spread positive vibes. When they laugh, they're not just entertaining themselves, they're inviting others to share in the fun. It's like saying, hey, let's not take life so seriously right now. Come laugh with me. Emotional intelligence isn't about being perfect with words. It's about creating connection, and laughter is one of the strongest bridges humans have. Point 6. It's a form of stress relief. Sometimes people laugh at their own jokes because they're nervous or stressed. Humor becomes a release valve. Think about giving a presentation at school or work. You tell a little joke, chuckle at yourself, and suddenly you feel a little less tense. That laughter isn't just for fun. It's your body lowering stress levels. Science backs this up. Laughing, even at yourself, triggers endorphins, your brain's natural feel-good chemicals. That's why people who laugh at their own jokes often feel lighter afterward. Point 7. It reveals a playful personality. At the core, people who laugh at their own jokes are usually playful. They don't see life as a rigid checklist. They see it as a game. Picture a family barbecue where Uncle Mike is grilling burgers, telling corny puns and cracking up before he finishes the punchline. He's not worried about sounding cool. He's there to play, to spread fun, and to enjoy the moment. That playfulness is refreshing in a world where so many people are stuck scrolling through stress on their phones. Point 8. It can be contagious in relationships. Here's the relationship angle. Laughing at your own jokes can actually make you more attractive. Why? Because people are drawn to positivity. When someone laughs freely, it signals warmth, openness, and an ability to enjoy life. These are qualities we naturally look for in friends and partners. Imagine going on a date to Applebee's, and your date tells a silly story, starts laughing halfway through, and you end up laughing too. Even if the story wasn't that funny, the joy they radiate pulls you in. That's the power of self-laughter in building connection. All right, here's the big one. People who laugh at their own jokes. They're often the happiest people in the room. Why? Because they don't wait for outside approval. They create their own joy. They don't need the world to validate their humor. They're already having fun, and that's huge. Think about it. So much of our stress comes from waiting for others to approve, to applaud, to laugh. But people who laugh at their own jokes, they've already given themselves permission to enjoy life. That self-sufficiency, that inner joy, it's a psychological superpower. So, the next time you see someone laughing at their own joke, don't roll your eyes. Realize you're looking at someone confident, playful, authentic, and maybe even a little emotionally intelligent. And if you laugh at your own jokes, own it. It means you found a way to create happiness on the spot without needing anyone else's permission. That's rare, and that's powerful. Now, I want to hear from you. Are you the type to laugh at your own jokes? Or do you have that one friend who cracks themselves up every single time? Drop your answer in the comments. And hey, if you smiled even once during this video, give it a like. It helps more people find this content. Don't forget to subscribe for more fun psychology insights on human behavior, relationships, love, and emotions. Because honestly, life's too short not to laugh, even at your own punchlines.